Monday the 15th. You can't really see me. This is horrible lighting. I'm trying to get out every morning before I start working from home, because otherwise I literally roll onto my phone. Literally woke up and I was like, it's so dark. Why am I even doing this? But I'm like, it's just a walk. Chill vibes. Made a tea. I've got what have I got? I've got the throat comfort again. Anyway, listening to a really interesting podcast from the Brand Fathers. I'll link them. I'll put it here. And it's all about marketing and brand. And I find it really interesting because I'm trying to expand my knowledge in marketing in a more subtle sense. Because I don't have time to go and I guess train, because I've never trained in marketing, but I literally get this my job. But I will say I've always had a really big fascination in branding, design, consumer habits. And I don't know, sometimes I think I'm the only person like this, because I don't have conversations with my friends. Not that I'm the only person in the world like this, I just mean in the circle of people that I know. We don't talk about brand behaviour or why a brand decides to do this and what do we think. And I'm like, maybe it's just me that thinks that, you know what I mean? Like when Free Soul rebranded, I don't know if anyone even noticed if Free Soul rebranded. I noticed Free Soul rebrand. I thought it was a really interesting tactic. When Pretty Little Thing rebranded, no one I knew they rebranded. I thought, no guys, come on. The font has changed, the colours has changed. I'm going to continue listening to the podcast, and I'll probably see you when I get home. Yeah, let's get ready. I will use this time I had a really good question on my last YouTube video, which was about freelancing, but advice that I would give to myself if I was graduating. And I realized I haven't really talked about that. I don't know I haven't talked about what I would tell myself. One thing I'll say that I am actually really proud of myself for is that when I graduated school, I think I graduated in a year. I think ballet is always competitive, but I will say there was a lot of very good people up and down the UK, every school. Elmhurst, Central, RCS, EMBS, Royal. I just think there was a really high caliber of dancers coming out when I graduated in 2019. I applied for everything. I applied for companies, and I applied for pre-professional programs. And I just remember I really wanted to do the Northern postgrad program, and I didn't get it. And I think that really offended me. I was like, this is rude. But at the same time, I think I am really grateful for myself to sticking to my guns. And something that I'll say, not that it's a skill, but I do think I'm very aware of what I'm not very good at, and I'm very aware of when I see something I like in a dancer, of really, I do think I'm able to work, I guess in my whole dancing life, I didn't have any talent. Not that, but I think the work ethic and how I'm able to work and the way that I work, I think has really a big asset of mine. And that's something that I'm really grateful for. It's everything from the way that someone does a port de bras and holds, everything from maybe the way they hold themselves to look, not every time's perfect. I am always having to work on it, but I do think it's something that I'm aware of, and that awareness has really helped me, basically. Things I wish I knew when I was graduating school. I wish I knew that the world doesn't end if you don't get what you want out of school. And I think often we're actually not always ready to be in the place that we want to be in. And I think this even now, I want something, but sometimes I'm not ready. Sometimes I actually have to go through more till I can be in that place. And it's hard because like I will compare my journey to everyone else's and be like, well, if they got to do it at this age, or like, oh, but if they got to do it, why can't I? You're just not ready. I think, you know, what happened was meant to be the way it was meant to be. And that's really that. Like, I think when I graduated, I was a lot more scared of of doing things, if that makes sense. Like, part of me was very fearless, but I think at the same time, like, I would have, you know, I'm definitely more pushy when it comes to like asking people to like help me, basically. I will ask like, do you have an email for the company that you work at? Like, now I will do that. Obviously there's boundaries to that, and I do not ask random, like I do think there is a code of conduct and etiquette in ballet when it comes to asking these questions. And through me getting more confident, building podcasts, building connections, obviously that has like given me a lot of what I have now. I have to be really open to doing everything, but in saying that, if you have a specific goal, I think you need to be, not realistic's the wrong word, because I do think we have to have big goals, but like realistically the standard out there to work in a ballet company is very high. I don't always feel like I fit in that, but at the same time I think I'm very aware of what is like in the gap between the job and where I am now. So like for my focus is filling that gap. How can I, and the things that I struggle with more, yesterday actually this was really interesting, Sarah Lamb was talking about how ballet is an illusion, and we all have things that we struggle with, we all have things that are more difficult, but essentially we are creating an illusion for the audience for on stage. And like, to a trained eye, it's harder to create an illusion, but it's possible, right? Like the way that you land out of a pirouette, the way that you use your port de bras, like even if the feet aren't perfect, even if you make a mistake, even if you come off, you do an on-to-don, like you can create illusions that make you or your technique look better. Going and taking company class in companies has really made me realize that people aren't perfect. No one's perfect. People that you see doing triples online are not doing triples every time. Me. Actually, like it's very personable whether someone's working or not. But that's when everyone, like, say, is just like at the right level. Because then there's the tier of like professional where all the skills are the same. Like you all show the same skills, so then that differentiation of who gets a job and who doesn't is so personal. Underneath that level, you have like pre-professional. There's some gaps in the technique, there's some gaps in performance skills, there's some gaps in maybe like picking up rep. The difference between picking up rep and being able to like perform it straight away, and picking up rep and being like, oh my god, I'm still like looking like you're still thinking. Like I found it interesting because I was watching the rep class of Sarah Lamb's when she was teaching the Sugar Plum Fairy Soul, and there's a lot of moments that are just, you're stepping to fifth, you're stepping, the arms are presenting themselves, but it's everything from like the simple step to fifth, whether you're presenting a heel or you just step and you like knowing like, oh, I finished a pirouette and then I got to step to fifth, but you just think about the fifth rather than thinking, how am I stepping into the fifth? And that's like a really easy step that like you could have fucked a whole exercise, and it finishes with a step to fifth and her arms in demi-bras, and it's like you could be falling over and there's, oh no, but you know what, I'm going to make this the most beautiful step to fifth in my life. So I think it's just things like that that I'm like, I wish I was aware of. At the same time, I think like being pushy, believing in yourself, and really looking at the gap that is where you are now to where you want to be, and focusing on how you can close that gap. Like I genuinely feel like that's my life's mission, is like I have goals and I'm here where I am now and I just want to close the gap. How do I close the gap? I feel like all I do is work on closing the gap. You know, like sometimes the gap will feel so far away, but like every year I do feel like I'm genuinely getting closer to closing the gap in some parts of my life. But I think just being very aware of what you can and can't do is important. Like you have to know that like, okay, but am I like, yes, I might be able to turn, yes, I may be able to jump, but if you can't use your metatarsals, huge gap to close, because you go into a professional company whether they like the level of detail in like the minor things like the hands and the feet is so telling. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm rambling. We're getting ready for ballet. Okay, so left class, finished class, out the door, just spent genuinely like 40 minutes deleting things from my camera because my phone is not happy. Anyway, I'm gonna go do some work, get a coffee, have some food. Not able to film. Oh, that's a cute shop. But I'll see you after on my way to teaching. I'm in Soho House. Just leaving Soho House to was doing some work. Took advantage of the under 27 discount, half price for food. Let's walk to teaching. Busy outside. It's like 4:40. Heading through central London. I'm gonna brave the cold and walk. So I need to get my steps in. Okay, going into Whole Foods because I want some tea. And I particularly want a specific tea. I'm gonna see if we can find it. Just had to take a little picture. Fortnite Mason looks so cute and festive, but this is chaos. I'm gonna get, I think, people on doing the lights trail, but I've got places to be, babes. Morning, happy Tuesday. The tea. Yesterday's tea that I bought, Soul Balm, really enjoying it actually, is 7:05, maybe 7:10. I left at 7:01, so like we're doing pretty well. Today I'm listening to a really interesting podcast. Andrew Huberman. Don't know if anyone else listens to this, let me know. He's a research, what does he do? Research lecturer and science. He teaches at Stanford School of Medicine. Today's episode, we are learning about the mitochondria and energy in cells and aging, which is what it kind of comes down to. Found out that only 7 to 9% of your DNA has to do with aging. I feel like there's this preconceived notion that like, oh, my parents lived to like this age or my grandparents lived to this age, therefore I'll be a long life babe. Probs not, guys. Only 7 to 9% likely that that's possible. Back at the flat, I'm just getting ready to start some work because I've just got to finish editing some content. There was a gorgeous sunset on my walk back and I was like, yes, I'm glad I woke up this morning. Great stuff. I've kind of treated myself today because I was like, Tuesday. Matcha with, I've been trying a new milk. I've been trying the almond milk by Khalifa Farms. It's actually really nice. Almond milk matcha with maple syrup and sea salt. Anyway, my little bowl, Greek yogurt, Fahe Greek yogurt, 2%, some banana. Then I put my homemade granola, which you can't really see underneath, but it's like roasted nuts and coconut chips. And so I got peanut butter and some dark chocolate on top. This raw dark chocolate that I bought in Australia. High protein, we got some healthy fats, we've got some carbohydrates. Great stuff. Okay, let's pick a little out for class today, because it's just, I'm gonna walk again, guys. Today's gonna be a long walking day, but I kind of love it though, because I can edit on my walks. I need to send off some emails, and I can just do all the admin on my walks. And I'm like, yes, let's do many things at once. You know what, let's do it. Go with Imperfect Points, Racing Blue, Barcelona, one of my faves. Have these. They are just... Okay guys, we're leaving the house because I've got things to do. Guys, sometimes when I'm just staring at my screen, my eyes, I need to spend some time not on the screen, but just finished scheduling like 9 posts. Great stuff for me, because now I don't need to, like, I'm like, oh my god, look at me being productive. Like, I was just ticking off my checklist in Notion, like my calendar, and I was like, how lovely to see all this stuff already done. But yeah, walking to class, it's great, but you know what? I'm gonna have a great class. It's gonna be fun. Gonna wear point shoes the whole time. We'll have at like summer school. You have to remember age gap here.
No, we don't have any age gap.
But every audition I've done in Poland, they're all very Russian classes. It's when I do, you know, like a rainbow, the up and very cool. Yes, those, they love those. Yeah, they're okay. But in point shoes, it's a bit rough. I have a meeting in like 15 minutes, so I hope we get there in time.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Reporting from the bike. Don't do this at home. I'm rushing. The Balenciaga with the Labubus is on the back. Now I'm headed out to Pilates. Hot Pilates, and I bloody can't wait. This is like, I mean, I feel like ballet, I really do switch off and go into my own world, and I love it, because I'm like, how can I make this better? Like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna do this, let's try and find more suspension, let's do it again. This is different, because I'm just like there, like, zoning into my own body, like having a great time. Deary me, guys, that was so rough. Literally thought I was gonna die. Fuck my life. Oh, girl. Morning, everyone. I'm so going to Hot Pilates. Just gotta go. Starts in 30 minutes. Gotta leave. That's all I have to say. skies, I knew there was going to be a beautiful sky. Go get a coffee and sit and chill because I've got about an hour and a bit till I meet Helen on Zoom.
This, when you've channeled these two
Mighty Supreme!
onto ballet class as the tango man.
A purposeful photo of the two of them in the Mighty Supreme orange. No, but that was...
You've channeled it in a ballet class.
So basically, Timothy Chalamet did like a really funny video that went viral as part of his marketing for the new movie that's coming out. And it was like a Zoom call with loads of boring HR people about his ideas, and they were so unserious. It'd be like, okay, I'm just going to open up. Can you see my laptop? I'm just going to open up and show you this detailed idea that took me 7 hours. And it's literally like a kid's sketch. And it's like, but it's going to be like, he's like, it's going to be the Mighty Supreme orange. And that's the orange. It's 12:04. I've got to leave to go to ballet. But yeah, I've really just spent the morning working and just cleaning the flat because my Kyla and Nick are coming tonight. Today's highlight of the day is going to be this Yumiko. And I've got a pastel pink skirt. The North Face has come back out. It's like my casual, warm jacket. Like this is when I don't care what I look like. And because I'm on the bike, that's why it doesn't matter. Hey friends, we've made it to Covent Garden and it wasn't actually that busy, thank God, because I was really worried that it was just going to be carnage. But actually, I don't know if it's because it's like so close to Christmas though, that like the tourists, it's like if you're coming to London for Christmas, you're coming next week. If you're leaving soon. It's like a weird in between Christmas and like not Christmas and Christmas. I mean, it's busy, don't get me wrong, but it's not crazy. Ooh, look who's here. Yeah, this week I'm trying to be festive. Yeah, I need to change. Talking to you from post matcha, post ballet, a couple hours later. Well, no, not even that much later. But me and Annabelle went to go try the new matcha place called Tokia. Really cute. Got a saltbread matcha. Got a matcha, coconut matcha with persimmon and cinnamon, and then also got the saltbread. Highly recommend. I thought perfect. And now I'm heading home. And it was so cute. Someone that follows, I think she follows me and Annabelle, got a little photo with us in ballet, and I was like, you know what guys, if anyone ever sees me out in the wild, please get a photo with me and post it on your story, because that fulfills all my 14-year-old dreams. I just have to tell you, I love it so much. It makes me so happy, and it makes me want to just like continue posting on the internet. So yeah, anyway, in Covent Garden, and it's so cute. I'm just having a really lovely day. Like, it's not even, nothing exciting's happened. But I've just done really wholesome things, and like going to Pilates this morning was so nice. Had a great time in ballet. It wasn't the best class, but it's fine. And so nice to see Annabelle, and so nice to get a matcha, some cute TikToks. And I just love, sometimes I love life, you know? Sometimes I just think, you know what? Today's going to be a good day. After a lot of shit days, today's going to be good. I'm going to see two of my favourite people in the world tonight, and I cannot wait. Now we've changed rooms, but oh, that's literally here. Really cute setup. I'll show you what we've got on the table for dinner. Okay, so I've bought these Mano Masa Chipotle and Lime. One of the best corn chips. We have them here. Whipped ricotta with olives, artichoke, and tomato, hummus, dusty knuckle focaccia, baba ganoush. I am a chef and I've got roasted butternut squash roasting with rosemary, and there's another seasoning that I use, obviously some olive oil, and then I'm putting that on a bed of the hummus and baba ganoush with rocket. Guys, it's gonna be so cute. Anyway, my friend's come in like 40 minutes, but I need to finish up some more work, have a shower, and then the rest is done. Wait for the butternut squash to finish. Tiramisu for dessert. Guys, I literally, I'm so excited. Guys, well, I don't know what time it is. I think it's like 12 something. Nick and Makai have just left. And I'm obviously bought non-stop for about 5 hours. Delicious food. Oh, I haven't laughed like that in so long. Like, it was actually exactly what I needed. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Currently walking in to meet Nick for a little morning run. Really excited for that. Actually feeling pretty fresh, like considering that we shared a bottle of wine. Feeling okay. I feel slightly because I haven't run in ages, so I'm just having a little cycle, do a bit to warm up, walking a bit to warm up. I'll do my stretches eventually, but yeah, crazy. I'm vlogging. You know. Okay, look at the specials. Look how. So, oh, the honey smoke. Oh, the. Hello, everyone. It is many hours later. I have literally I've literally been working all day. For some reason, I just had so much to do. I think I'm also really tired. I need to have a nap before I go teach because I don't know if I can do it. Anyway, I've actually been really productive. Thank God. I posted some stuff, sold some leotards, selling some stuff on Instagram, and then I'm going to put some stuff on Vinted because I think I'll be able to sell definitely some stuff on Vinted. Anyway, I have just been sat here having tea, water and chocolate because that's the only way I can do this. So saw these 2 leotards today, so that's great and fab. So thank you if you girls are watching who bought the leotards. I appreciate you. I'm like supporting the small business. It is a small business. My life is one big small business. I also have too many leotards and I'm like, I don't wear them, so you know.
And I almost cannot believe it, but tomorrow.
Back from teaching. Currently it's literally just gone 10 p.m, which is crazy. Watch an episode of the Kardashians. It's 10:03, it's time for bed. Because tomorrow I'm gonna go on a walk in the morning, and then guys, I would have left the house early every morning. I would have literally left the house at around 7 a.m. every day this week, which is what I wanted to do. I did not end up going to ballet today because A, the weather, B, mentally a bit fatigued and physically fatigued. Like I just thought I wasn't in the space to go to class today. I was fine, but I was like, oh no, it will be better if I go on Saturday. So I guess I'm trying to be okay with that because I do feel a bit guilty. And like when I don't go to class, I'm like, oh, you're not trying hard enough. Like I always think I need to be doing more, but I'm trying to work on that part of my brain that likes to go overkill. I don't know, I think what's hard, like I was thinking about this today and I was like, sometimes I think especially right now, I don't have any auditions yet because I'm waiting to hear back and I just don't know if I'll get any from the ones that I've applied to so far. And like, I'm like, what am I doing? Questioning constantly, as you do. Anyway, trying to not overthink, because I think coming to the end of the year, I always just like overthink everything. But I did actually just write a letter to my future self, because this girl I follow on every social media platform, like when I was going through what I wrote down last year, I've got a new journal ready for the new year, and I want to try and really dedicate a day. I think I'll do this Saturday when I come back from home, go sit in a coffee shop and like literally map out my next couple, like my next year. Because I did it last year, but like I did it on New Year's Eve and it was like rushed and I was crying and I'm like a mess because I'm freaking out about the new year. Good morning everyone, happy Friday. I made it to Friday. Today's gonna be a fun day. I look forward to it. I'm currently on my morning walk. That has been 5 days in a row of getting up before the sun rises. Now that I've never done that before. Every morning when I'm like, because I've either ran or went to Pilates or I went on a walk or before sunrise. So that's not even that early, that's the thing. Because of the darkness, it's literally like 7 a.m. It's been good because I feel like it's forcing me, like I get some time to myself, I get some time to my thoughts, or I listen to a podcast. So really enjoyed it. Going to try and continue next week because I go home on Tuesday to go for Christmas, so that will be really fun. I've got a fresh oat chai. Okay, it's still kind of too hot to drink. We'll continue the walk. I was just taking some digitals by myself on my phone in the corner behind me. Don't know who I think I am. Not a model, that's for sure. But they're looking for contemporary dancers, so we'll see. I just thought, you know, why not? Good pay. I've got my matcha. Okay. So I'm going to ballet and then I basically rushing home because then me and Nick are going to see the Nutcracker, which is going to be so much fun. Like I cannot wait. But I'm going to go support the Nutcracker season, support the EMB people. I think from there I'm going to go, I'm staying straight out because I'm cat sitting this weekend, so you won't see any of that. Hi everyone, welcome back to my new series. Oh my god. Hi everyone, welcome back to my new series, Ballet and a Bev. So today we're going to see English National Ballet do the Nutcracker at the Coliseum, and then we're going to grab a really cute festive hot chocolate. So come along with me.